Lizard brain. Who here? I think someone has heard about the lizard brain before. You have heard about the lizard brain? There are two people. Okay. So lizard brain is a theoretical concept. Means it's going to help us understand how we act and behave. Have you guys seen a lizard? Everyone seen a lizard? Okay. If something you've never seen a lizard?
I've seen a chameleon.
Okay, chameleon. Chameleon is also a very good example. If something bigger than the lizard or chameleon comes to attack it, what is the lizard or chameleon going to do?
The chameleon could camouflage.
Camouflage. It's going to hide or run away. What else can it do?
I was going to say it was another one.
Run away, right? What's attacking it, like a small bug or a fly, comes towards a chameleon or a lizard? What is it going to do? Bite or?
And then it depends on the bug. If it's a bug that eat it.
There we go, right? Now, what if a stranger comes to attack you? What are you going to do?
I'm going to set up booby traps.
Oh, I love that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run, especially if the person is much more bigger and stronger than me. Doesn't matter who the person is, I'm going to run. So when you think about lizard brain, very quickly you're going to behave or act. You're either going to fight it if that thing is smaller than you, or you're going to run away, which is like flight, or sometimes we just freeze. Has anyone just frozen when they're scared or don't know what to do? Has anyone felt like they're frozen? Can I trouble you to describe how that feels so that others can also understand?
It's kind of like you don't want to move, but you also don't want to stay. So like at the same time, you're like travel.
You're like both ways. Anyone else wants to share what that feeling might be or feel like? Go ahead.
Maybe like something happened very sudden and you don't know what decision to make.
Right? And kind of like, when you have a rabbit out in the field and a fox comes to chase and like eat it, like attack it. Sometimes the rabbit, like they run, obviously, but sometimes they might just freeze because they might not know where to go. And that happens to all of us as kids, as adults, and even to leaders too. So unless we understand how we fight or run away or freeze, we won't know how to deal with situations. And as you're a leader, you're dealing with a lot of money, you're dealing with a lot of people and their lives and their families dependent on you. So understanding how the brain works is very important. And according to theory, what they say to understand this is kind of like what the lizard behaves and reacts. So what a lot of influencers say is there's part of your brain that actually works like that lizard. So when you're scared or when you're angry, that's what happens. So you're not thinking straight. You're not thinking like a wise person. You're not thinking with a strong decision-making quality or what have you. Okay? So lizard brain is one thing that I wanted to teach you guys about. So if you want to feel in the free state, where it's the fourth state, you're not fighting, you're not running away in flight, you're not frozen, but this is the state we all want to be, free. But guess what? Always being in the free state is not helpful. If that rabbit did not get into that flight mode, get eaten by the fox, right? So being in free state always is not good. The fight or flight mode actually protects you when you're in danger. But our job, once we feel safe or we try to make ourselves feel safe, we want to come to the free state. So there are two things we can do. Remember how I said we run to our parents or loved ones or friends to feel that hug? So you can kind of do this. When you're feeling scared, frozen, and you can actually end up calming yourself down. Can I get everyone to kind of like almost give themselves a self-hug and just, it's all like, brr, I'm cold. So just remember, brr, I'm cold. Right? You might face anxiety, you might be excessively excited, you might be worried. Whenever you feel that way, whenever you feel scared and help is not around, remember, you're going to lead yourself. You're going to be strong and calm yourself down by doing that. Another thing, how many of you know about yoga? So this is one thing about breathing exercises and techniques. The main component is actually exhaling. Say you were scared about something and it actually didn't happen. What do? Wouldn't you do something like, right? Yeah. That's exactly that. So when you enter the free state, so you can trick your brain to getting into the free state by just exhaling. Can everyone just do that for me? Right? So you have the feeling anxious and you can do these things even when you don't have help or when there is help. Please, 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 please ask for help. I have a question for everyone. How many of you are going to go and teach this to your friends on Monday? Or maybe even tomorrow, or you guys might be going to some parties today or tomorrow. So how many of you are going to teach the cold and the long exhale? So who's going to be a leader and teach their friends this? Okay, very good.
I have a question. If we are in the free state and you're giving a long exhale, like, is there a reason we have to do that? Like, how that helps?
Brilliant question. And you're already getting so advanced, which I tell all my clients. The only way to get good at something is by repetition, repetition, repetition. Practice, practice, practice. So even if you're in the free state and you do your long exhale, so when you do get scared or anxious, you're going to naturally do that. It's going to be an instinct. Like, do you count that you're breathing? Do you pay attention to your breathing? Do you pay attention to blinking your eyes? So the more you keep practicing this, even when you're free, you're going to do it even better. So what I do, since the time I learned this, I sit in my desk and I'm like, whenever I can, I practice. So when I don't have my emotions under control, I can naturally do it. Brilliant question. I'm glad you asked. And that's why you're going to keep learning more and you're going to get amazing as you continue.